Hello and welcome back to episode 74 of Take to the Skies, St Albans FC. We're back a bit earlier than planned because we've got Premier League opposition in the EFL Cup and we've had a fantastic start to the season. So since you were last with us when we had the start against Notts County winning 5-2, which didn't want to read too much into it because they were one of the teams that came up with us. However, it continued. We beat Coventry 3-0. We beat Cambridge United 1-0 in the EFL Cup. And then most recently we beat Charlton 2-1 in the league. What that means is St Albans, top of the league still after 3 games, 3 wins. Only Southend have matched that. However, today we've got Peterborough, one of the teams who came down from the Championship and one of the favourites for the title. It's going to be a very tough game. Looks like they're going for a diamond, which will be interesting. Out of interest, what does it say we're going for? It has picked up our 3-4-3. So it's been a strong start. And then in the Cup, we'll have Bournemouth. So I thought that was worth coming back for there. I also forgot to mention in the most recent episodes, we are searching for a site for our own stadium. So we'll be hopefully moving back into our home stadium, but we don't know when that's going to be because obviously we've got to find a site and then get building permission and start actually building it. It might be quite a while before we have our stadium, but it's on its way. Let's get into the game. And our lineup for today, we've got Gowdy in goal, a back three of Bradford, Phillips and York, Akinola on the right with Albrighton and Hill in the middle, Vukaj on the left, and then we've got a front three of Mwanga, Sharp and Bennett. Sharp's scored 2 in his last 2, so he's definitely getting a start this time over Davani, who, don't get me wrong, is not on bad form, but we've got to give Sharp his chance. Let's get into the game. Free kick on the left here for Peterborough. And at the far post, Decker has headed it into the back of the net. Not a great start for us there. Cross to the far post, and York he doesn't even jump. And Gowdy, weird positioning, throwing on the right now for Peterborough. Brown plays it to. I'm not going to attempt either of those names. The goal has been disallowed. I think it was at this near side. We're not going to see though. We've got a corner now. Albrighton sending it in. It's hit multiple people, and then eventually was cleared out to Albrighton. Peterborough now with a free kick just inside their own half. Travers goes back to Kane, and then interception by Albrighton. Bradford goes long to Mwanga, but it's headed away. Akinola collects it though, and he's going to run into the space down the side. Gets a cross in. Sharp equalises for St Albans. And that's his 3rd goal of the season. 3rd goal in 3 games, which is a very nice record to have for your striker. A great run from Akinola here, who's really lit up that right-hand side of the pitch in the absence of Barrows. And Sharp with a fantastic header to get us back on level terms. Deep free kick for Peterborough. Powell is stood over it. Goes towards the far post. Bradford heads away, but Powell collects it and buries the chance. It was really worth getting back on level terms, that was. And we find ourselves 2-1 down now. That was a bit too easy, wasn't it? Bradford heads away. What are these guys doing? Nobody goes to follow the ball, and Powell just gets open space and blasts it home. Goal kick here as Gowdy plays it short to Bradford. He goes long. Mwanga heads down to Albrighton. Out to Akinola. He thinks about attacking the space, but goes cautious back to Bradford. Albrighton and Akinola exchanging the ball there. Akinola goes for a long ball forward. Bennett lays it off to Mwanga. Back inside to Albrighton. Through to Bennett. And he's buried it. What a goal that was. There were so many players involved in that. And that was deserving of a goal. Akinola, Bennett lays it off to Mwanga, back to Albrighton, Hill, Albrighton, through to Bennett, and buries the chance. What a goal. Thrown for Peterborough now in an action-packed first half. Travers tries to shrug off Albrighton. Albrighton with the weirdest clearance there. Oh my goodness. Albrighton clears it out to Drama. He's basically done a cross that had a bit too much on it, so that their right back can collect it. Sends it straight back in. None of the defence were alive to it. And Coljonen finishes it 3-2 to Peterborough now. And at half-time, we trail 3-2. It's been a very action-packed first half. We can get at least a draw out of this. It would be a fantastic result. Even if we lose, to be fair, it's a relegated team that are favourites for promotion versus a team that are favourites for relegation. So we're still giving a good account of ourselves. I think we'll be fine. Going to make our first changes of the game now, with Vukaj coming off for Burn, and we'll also bring Albrighton off for Watson, more because of the yellow card than anything, but just as a security thing. We've got quite a few yellow cards out there. And our final change of the game is going to be to bring Quinn on for Phillips at the centre of the three centre-backs, again, just avoiding that second yellow card from happening. Unfortunately, we have come out 3-2 losers. Considering the first half, nothing happened in the second half. Unfortunately, we have picked up our first loss of the season, but it's still a respectable result, I would say. And we're still very much, well, in fact, we're top of the league because Burton Albion ended up dropping points. So even better for us. Still top of the league because everyone around us has dropped points as well or was too far behind to actually overtake us. And now let's go and see if we can find our way past Bournemouth in the EFL Cup. And the lineup for the game against Bournemouth, we've gone with Gowdy in goal. The back three remains Bradford, Phillips and York. In midfield, we've gone with Laird, Watson, Hill and Louise. And then Mwanga, Davani and Bennett as the front three. I've gone with Laird and Louise because for this game only, I've changed them to defensive wingers and we're playing defensive because against Bournemouth, realistically, we need to make sure we've got men back because that's how we're going to get through this game. Hopefully we do manage to. But let's see how we get on. Early highlight for Bournemouth. Phillips heads it away and Owusu collects it. He goes out to the right for Boss. Forward to Arias. And York manages to nick the ball. Gets it to Louise. Long ball forward. Bennett's brought it down. There's a tackle. Mwanga. It's broke nicely for him. And St Albans lead 1-0 against Bournemouth. What a start to the game. It's a long ball forward to Bennett, who's got space in behind. Brings it down fantastically. It's unlucky for Crocker because it's a good tackle. But it goes straight to Mwanga, who isn't going to miss from there. We've just seen a tackle there. Bora collects it. Hadji to Bradford. Bradford stops it though. Long ball in behind to Arias and Gowdy with a fantastic save to prevent Bournemouth from taking a lead. And we have reached half-time. 1-0 up still against Bournemouth. We've actually had more of the game than they have. I don't know how much they rotated for this game. Maybe they've overdone it. We'll tell them to keep going and see how we do in the second half. Early highlight in the second half. Bora throws it into Hadji. Phillips clears the ball away. Devan has collected it. And we've got 3-on-2 here. Mwanga. Tons of space for Mwanga. He's hit the bar. And it doesn't quite fall for Bennett as Boss manages to get the header away. We're going to make our first change here. Louise coming off the burn because of the injury. And also Albrighton coming on for Watson again because of that injury and the yellow card for Watson as well. Throw in for Bournemouth. Arias throws it to Hadji. Back to Hobbs. Cross goes in. Bradford heads away. Owusu Lopez sends it back out for Arias. Finds Hobbs. It's closed down and Hill sends it out to Bennett. Ball over the top to Mwanga. One-on-one with the keeper. Oh, and he's messed it up again. Go make our final change. Mwanga coming off for Sharp because Sharp's been struggling on that. Mwanga's missed a couple of chances now on the right-hand side of the attack. Throwing Sharp takes it and sends it to Taylor. And then Hadji gets it back to Taylor. It's blocked by Bradford. But Taylor with a chance for another cross. Plays back to Lopez. Hadji shoots from range but hits someone. Laird clears it away to Bennett. And this is a Another brilliant chance for St Albans on the counter-attack. Bennett holding the ball up. He can't find anyone. Finds Byrne. Oh, Brighton hits it, but Bora clears it away. York intercepts the clearance. And then it's headed away by Lopez to Bradford, who sends it to Laird down the wing. What can he do with it from here? Plays it back toward Brighton. Low cross, sharp. Why has he cleared it back out the box? Laird to Devani. It's attempted. How's that not gone in? It's been cleared out for a corner somehow, as Bennett missed a wonderful chance. I think it was Devani actually, but Brighton with the corner sends it. It's a poor corner and it's headed away to Hadji. Bournemouth trying to break away, but Phillips having none of it. Just breaks that up. Akers with a goal kick for Bournemouth. Crocker goes long. Phillips wins the header, but only as far as Arias, and Hadji plays a through ball to Woodward. 1-on-1 with the keeper, and Woodward gets a late equaliser for Bournemouth. And that stings a little bit being this late on in the game. And it's just a long ball from Hadji through the middle. And nothing Gowdy can really do about that, unfortunately. However, we are going straight to penalties. So we're going to tell them, relax, pick your spot, and hopefully they'll... On penalties, it can go either way now. Hadji is going to step up first for Bournemouth. Barely lets Gowdy get on the line before he buries it in the bottom corner. Bennett is up first for St Albans. He's been reliable throughout the season. And he hits the post, but it goes in. They all count if they go in the back of the net. Lopez is up next for Bournemouth. And he has sent the keeper the wrong way. Fantastic penalty there. We're going to change camera angle here. As Devani steps up, he buries it there. Very good penalty. I forget how you have it like behind the striker. Bora buries that one for Bournemouth. We'll just stick with this camera angle. It'll be fine. Sharp is up next. And he has it saved by Akers, which means as Grimmel steps up, it's a chance for Bournemouth to really take the lead, and he scores it, which means there is a lot of pressure on St Albans now as Carl Hill steps up. One of the new signings. He's surprisingly found a place in midfield, which wasn't part of the original plan. But can he prove it doesn't matter? Fantastic penalty from Hill, which means now Bournemouth, we need a big moment from Gowdy. We're going to click onto him. Saw Ash do this. It worked for him. So we're going to click on Gowdy because we know he's going to make the save here. As Owusu steps up. And Gowdy doesn't need to make the save because Owusu has missed the penalty completely. Phillips is up next. It's gone to a centre-back. That's not ideal. But a chance to take this... Essentially, we're already at sudden death. But a chance to officially make it sudden death. Phillips with a good penalty. Now it's Taylor for Bournemouth. What can he do? He has it saved by Gowdy. And now that means it's all on Brighton to step up. If he scores, we have beat Premier League opposition. 1-on-1 with Akers. Can he do it? He can! St Albans FC beat Bournemouth to qualify for the third round of the EFL Cup. What a result. Outstretched arms. That is a fantastic performance all round. When you look at how the game went, we probably had the better of it anyway. And we've gone ahead and qualified. What a result. And we're really not to come back for the third round draw. And of course, we'll be back for the EFL third round draw unless we get a really small team. But I think we'll come back regardless. We've got Wolves. We're just going to draw the rest of the teams there. So Wolves away could be a very interesting game. at the Molineux. It'll make us a bit of money there as well. So I'm quite glad to have an away game. And that's when we'll come back. Where we originally planned, we'll come back for Wolves and Exeter in the next episode. If you have enjoyed that, please do leave a like down below. Comment your prediction for that game against Wolves. Subscribe if you are enjoying the series. Thank you very much for watching.